What do we call ourselves as the cultural capital of India? So, of course, Salil Chowdhury, I love his songs.
NSHM कॉलेज के छात्रों ने 3 नवंबर 2025 को तृप्ति मित्रा सभाघर में बंगाल विनियट्स प्रोजेक्ट का प्रदर्शन किया। ये कार्यक्रम बंगाल के 3 महान कलाकारों सलिल चौधरी, बादल सरकार और ऋत्विक घटक की जन्म शताब्दी को समर्पित था। कार्यक्रम में छात्रों ने इन दिग्गज कलाकारों से प्रेरित कलाकृतियां और प्रस्तुतियां दिखाई। शुरुआत सलिल चौधरी के प्रसिद्ध गीतों और रचनाओं पर एक सुंदर संगीत प्रस्तुति से हुई। इसके बाद एक पैनल चर्चा आयोजित की गई, जिसमें देबाशिस सेन और डॉक्टर कृष्णेंदु सरकार शामिल थे। इस चर्चा का संचालन सुदीप्तो दवन ने किया। चर्चा में बंगाल के इन रचनाकारों के आधुनिक कला और समाज पर प्रभाव पर बात हुई। इसके बाद मेमोरीज एंड फ्यूचर्स नामक प्रस्तुति हुई, जिसमें बंगाल की कला परंपरा के अतीत और भविष्य का सुंदर मेल दिखाया गया। कार्यक्रम के मेजबान बिभाबान समूह ने भी अपनी प्रस्तुति ना बोला कोथारा पेश की, जो बादल सरकार के नाट्य शैली से प्रेरित थी। बंगाल विनियट्स प्रोजेक्ट ने अतीत की कला और नई पीढ़ी की सृजनशीलता को जोड़ने का एक सुंदर प्रयास किया।
And NSHM students have tried to look into this kind of a very broad, open-ended area, and creative fluidity is what they worked upon. So, just a little bit of description of Bengal Vignettes as we interpreted it. So, creative fluidity is the capacity of artists to adapt, improvise, and seamlessly blend different styles, forms, and influences to produce dynamic and innovative works. In music, film, and theatre, this concept manifests in distinct ways, allowing creators to push boundaries and evolve their art. On this occasion of celebrating the birth centenary of the 3 enigmatic icons of Bengal, Salil Chowdhury, Badal Sircar, and Ritwik Ghatak, who have been the epitome of creative fluidity, their contributions in the field of music, street theatre, and cinema stand as a relic of the raw human spirit woven through their rich narratives of social cultural aspects of Bengal. Their art resonates with the mired hues of urban and rural lives, the struggles and joys of existence, where the rust adds colors and the bones make the structure, which has drawn the audience to immerse into the content and spark its personal context within the larger contextual representation. It is this breaking out of stereotypical perceptions, the evolution of a dynamic expression is born to reinvent the present and shaping the future.
I'd like to thank everyone who is present out here, the students of NSHM, this lovely bunch of youth, the great energy to accept and to learn from new experiences. And today we have with us very amazing people, Debashis Sen, Mr. Debashis Sen, and also Krishnendu Sir, who are very supportive, obviously, and we can't thank them enough to take precious time, take some time of their very busy schedule and to come here. So we have all come here voluntarily, we have all assembled here for a purpose. And what is that purpose? That purpose is something which is beyond normal life. It's art, and it's something that 3 people, we thought we are going to pay tribute to 3 people who have their centenary year this in 2025. One of them is Salil Chowdhury, and we heard his compositions and songs right now. The other is Ritwik Ghatak. He is a filmmaker, and some of us, Ritwik Ghatak has influenced Indian filmmaking to an extent which is forever. He's forever impacted the way we look at films. And also Badal Sircar, who is more associated with this kind of theatre space, which is intimate theatre, where there is very little gap between the audience and the performer.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me. I don't pretend to be a cultural monk at all. I'm a very nuts and bolts person, but I do care for culture very, very deeply. as said very rightly by Sudipto Dawn, I made it a point in Newtown that why is only Ravindra Sadhan and Nandan the seat of everything culture? We need to disperse it. We need to move out. And which is why the Ravindra Tirtho and Nozrul Tirtho in its own rights in Newtown are booming, are booming cultural hubs all around the place.
Can we have a round of applause for this?
I see this very, very beautiful Natto Academy kind of a thing. But if you go to Ravindrajitto, we have these kinds of places which is rented and routinely to people who want to practice dance, drama, and other things. But coming back to the main topic, as to these three great stalwarts, uh, when I was much younger, in during the students what we were there, I was studying in Presidency College. It was not university; it was college then. And then on the footpath of the university, I would sometimes see Badal Sircar suddenly with his group of people completely just they were passing by wearing absolutely normal clothes. I remember the one that I was happening to be close by, and suddenly they all form into a great group and start performing on the pavement, and there is people all around slowly congregating. If you have not been part of it, you cannot understand how different it was. The common thing of a huge auditorium, light, sound, and everything, nothing is needed for the street drama. This had inspired me to make in Newtown, under the Axis Mall flyover, there is a space I have kept and it's given free to anybody, is a place for street play. And it is marked there and it is kept for there, and anybody who wishes to do some street play out there can do so. But there is a small personal story around Badal Sharkar that I wish to share with you today. I was having, during my presidency days, having a cup of coffee, sharing a cup of coffee with my friends, and somebody pointed out that two or three tables away, there was Badal Sharkar. And those were the days in which you would have Sunil Gangavardhan, Badal Sircar, and all the stalwarts. They just unassumingly they would sit around the coffee table and talk with anybody who would walk up to them. So I walked up to him and I said, and this is very personal. I said, Mr. Badal Shah, first of all, I touched his feet and said that, do you know anybody called Ajit Kumar Sen? And he said, if you're talking of Ajit Sen of BE College, then yes, I do. We studied together. Ajit Sen was my father. And he used to say all kinds of stories that Badal Sircar would never study. He would sit at the back bench. He would make copious copies in the exam, completely all kinds of cheats with, and he had no what can I say excuses for that. He was happy to just pass the exam. Of course, his talent, as we all know, lay elsewhere, not in engineering but elsewhere. So this is my personal interaction with Badal Sharkar and his thing and his play. That one play that I saw myself. Salil Chowdhury, of course, I've never seen. I've met his daughter, of course, and she's conducting a 100 years event in Gyanvanch sometime in November. And of course, it's so melodious throughout India. My Spotify list has got the best of 100 best Salil Chowdhury tunes in Bangla and in Hindi. And even when I was coming by air yesterday, it was downloaded and I could share some of the melodious songs, one of which we just heard right now. These are things that we just can't forget. Runner, Palki Chole, and these any generations of the generation have been swayed by this. And if we don't listen to this, if we don't pay respect to this, if we don't carry on this tradition, what do we have as legacy? What do we call ourselves as the cultural capital of India? So, of course, Salil Chowdhury, I love his songs. Everybody does, I guess. And even last in April, in Lal Bahadur Shastri National IAS Academy, we had a reunion of our batch, and there every state was supposed to stage one or two songs just like you did, and we of course chose Salil Chowdhury to present to whole of India, all IAS officers of 1995 batch spread throughout India with Salil Chowdhury songs. He just is unforgettable, and I dare say he will continue to be so for the next 100 years or so. And talking about Ritwik Ghatak, I have the least knowledge. I have only seen his Meghe Tara. He is an absolutely intellectual maverick. The what I have learned of it, I've got very interesting stories about him. But since these are not personal, I cannot say much. But I will definitely commend and praise the people who are now remastering those movies.
Thank
So
you,
we can now
Mr. Sudipto. In fact, at the outset, there was this line, and we all know, and we all say very proudly, Calcutta, the cultural capital of the country. Now, this was with an exclamation mark before, but right now it is a question mark. But let me tell you, thanks to institutions like cultural monks and Natya academies, you know, Calcutta can still remain the cultural capital of this country with an exclamation mark. That is our first thing, right? Be AI or without AI. Secondly, I mean, the person sitting next to me, I really adore him, admire him, respect him a lot, right? Because, we all know about old Calcutta, Britishers, right? And they take a lot of credit of what Calcutta is today. Otherwise, it was all Sutanoti gram, 3 grams. But today we take pride of a new Calcutta. And thanks to people like him, that, right from the concept to the commissioning, to becoming a smart city, we're all proud of the new Calcutta, that is the new town, Rajarhat. Well, with this, let me come back to my students, and that line, really, I got goosebumps. After so late in life, I've been hearing this song, আমায় প্রশ্ন করে নীল ধ্রুব তারা, হঠাৎ করে ওইখানে বসে বসে কিরকম যেন একটা মনে হলো যে এটা কি হচ্ছে। বিকজ আজকে আমরা এখানে আমরা একটা মানুষ বাবু, ঋত্বিক বাবু, সলিল বাবুকে নিয়ে আলোচনা সবার মধ্যে এসছি, জানি না কেন একটা প্রশ্ন পেলাম মনে, কৃষ্ণেন্দু কি করো? বললাম শিক্ষার সঙ্গে যুক্ত আছি। মানে প্রশ্ন কারা করছে? ধ্রুবতারারা, মানে পিপল লাইক দ্যাম। এবার আমাকে তো উত্তর দিতে হবে। প্রশ্নের মধ্যে কিন্তু একটা ব্যঙ্গ ছিল, একটু চিন্তা ছিল, একটু কনসার্ন ছিল। কি নতুন বাদল তৈরি করতে পারবে? নতুন ঋত্বিক তৈরি করতে পারবে? নতুন সলিল বাবু তৈরি করতে পারবে কম্পিউটার দিয়ে সব? নিশ্চয়ই টেকনিক্যালি পারা যেতে পারে। চ্যাট জিপিটি 5 আছে, হয়তো চ্যাট জিপিটি 15 হয়তো করে দিল। তখন আমার মাথায় উত্তর এলো, শ্রদ্ধা তো শ্রদ্ধা, উত্তরটাও ঠিক সেইভাবে, সেই মাপের উত্তর। একটুও কিন্তু বানিয়ে বলছি না, এটা কিন্তু হঠাৎ করে আমার এইভাবে এই কথোপকথনটা মনের ভেতরে। উত্তরটা আমি কি দিলাম, তাতে ওনারা খুব খুশি হলেন, আমাকে সাধুবাদ দিলেন। আমি উত্তর দিলাম যে আচ্ছা, এআই এর চোখটা কি করে বন্ধ হবে? ভেরি ইজি, পাওয়ারটাকে বন্ধ করে দাও, সুইচটাকে অফ করে দাও। আর সুইচ অফ করে দিলে পরে তাহলে তো এআই তো অফ হয়ে যাবে। হ্যাঁ, এআই অফ হয়ে যাবে। মানুষ, আমরা যদি চোখ বন্ধ করি, আমরা কি অফ হয়ে যাব? না। We will also see light, a different form of light. And that is the education. শিক্ষা যদি ভালো হয়, তাহলে চোখ বন্ধ করেও যে আমরা যে আলো দেখব, আলো থেকে যে আলোকিত হব, আমার মনে হয় সেটা এআই পক্ষে সম্ভব নয়। কেন কি সুইচ অফ হলে পরে কিছুই সম্ভব নয়। আর আমরা সুইচ অফ হলে পরে চোখ বন্ধ করলেও we will be fluid in our creativity. আমাদের ক্রিয়েটিভিটি কথা বলবে। That is one thing. And talking about this fluidity, Chaloman, we have to be Chaloman. We have to be dynamic, right? You know what? Rolling stone will gather no moss. এই গঙ্গা যদি ফ্লো তো আছে, কত না ময়লা পড়ে, জিনিস পড়ে যাবে, that flow will take care of that, that process will ensure that, okay, I will take you to your destination, that সাগর